Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
This is Ebony.
Hey, Ebony, what's your question for Yee?
So I have a baby father. He lives in D.C. I live in Houston. He hasn't seen my daughter in a long time, but he gives me child support. But it's not through the state or anything. He gives me $1,000. It goes solely to her daycare. But he falls off. Like, he won't call her for like a month. And she's 3. She's to that age where she's dealing with emotions. Like, she'll say, you know, why doesn't my father pick me up from school? You know, things like that. So, you know, if I don't answer the phone for him after he's disappeared for like a month, then he threatens not to give me money. What should I do?
Well, I think, number one, you don't want somebody threatening and holding that over your head because that's his child, too. So that money's going to his child. It's not him just giving you money. It's paying for the responsibility of being a father, which clearly he's not that responsible when it comes to it. He does send money sometimes. Are you against putting him on official child support?
Well, my issue is I'm scared that I make good money. He makes really good money. I'm scared that if I, you know, go through the state, then they'll only give me like $300, which won't pay for her education. I have her in a really good school, and it's like $1,200 a month.
Are you scared that perhaps he might just stop paying because you said does he pay you every month?
Yeah, he pays me every month on time. It just comes straight out of his
All right, so
check.
it seems like you have a good situation financially, at least. He's on time.
Yes.
He pays that, so you don't need to put him on child support. The main thing is that you want to make sure that he's more involved in your daughter's life.
Yeah, but I can't force him, you know. I can't force his family. I can't do anything about it, but I don't want him dipping in and out of her life because emotionally that affects her, and I have to deal with her asking questions, and I don't want my baby to hurt over a man or think it's okay to like chase a man. Because she calls or she'll be like, let me call him, you know, and I don't want her calling him. He needs to be calling on a consistent basis.
I think that the best thing that you can do, because it shouldn't matter who calls who, if she wants to reach her dad, as long as he answers the phone and speaks to her, that might get him more in the habit of wanting to talk to her. But maybe it's a situation where you guys set up a specific time where he makes himself available to talk to her, and then you just set her, and that doesn't work?
No.
Is he responsive if you send him a text and say, hey, would you mind calling your daughter tonight because she's asking for you? Will he respond to that?
It's hit or miss, you know. It's just whatever is going on in his life, whatever he feels, it's not consistent.
Right, and you're right.
There's sometimes where she FaceTimes him, you know, on her iPad by herself, and he won't answer the phone call, and he knows it's from her iPad. It's not me.
All right, so, I mean, I think, and I'm sure you've explained this to him because you sound like a very rational person who's doing the best for their daughter.
We've talked
but
about
you know
it
what
for
you
3
do need
years.
to do is just make sure you keep those lines of communication open with your daughter and always explain to her that you love her, that her father loves her, that sometimes he is busy doing things, but that he does want to still speak to her, so she always knows that she's loved. And you need to let him know, even if it's you just sending him a video, or maybe he can make some videos that you can give to her so she could see her dad sometimes, even if he's not answering the phone. Just, hey, I love you very much. Daddy's going to call you. If there's things that you can do to make it easier so that she knows that her father loves her, and of course that her mom loves her, because you don't want her to feel a way about this later on in life. This does affect kids, but he's got to get more on point. And you're right, you can't force somebody to get more on point, but you can control the narrative of how your daughter feels about herself and about knowing that she's loved and knowing how great she is and that this is nothing that reflects on her.
Okay. Well,
I know it's
trying.
disappointing, and we can't understand why would anybody not want to be in such a beautiful child's life the way that they
And
should be.
she's so beautiful. But,
And you just
know.
make sure that she knows that, and that's going to be his issue that he has to deal with. And all you can do is hope that he gets better, and make sure you keep those lines of communication open on his part, and do what you can, and keep on encouraging him to step up. But ask him to do those things. Ask him to record some videos so that if she wants to look at them and know that she's loved and get that reinforcement, that she can at least have those on hand.
Okay, we're gonna pray for these fathers out here. We're gonna pray for them.
We are going to pray for them.
All right.
All right.
You.
Well, Ebony, we appreciate you for being a great mom.
Thank you.
All right. Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice, hit Yee up now. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Mimi.
Hey, Mimi, what's your question for Yeezy?
I have a childhood friend, and back in the day, he used to date my best friend, and here we are like 20 years later, and he's showing interest in me, but it's kind of weird because I've always seen him as a bro.
Oh, you said you've always seen him as a bro, so you don't like him?
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's starting to grow on me. Here we are, like, a year later, but I just don't know.
And he dated your best friend 20 years ago.
Well, pretty much, like, they dated from, like, childhood until their adulthood. But the scandalous thing about it is that, you know, they was together for, like, 11 years, and then some hit the fan, and we found out that she had been cheating on him for 8 years out of 11.
But that's still your best friend.
It still is, and we talked, and I talked to her about it, and she don't care, but I don't know. Like, I
But
just
you
don't
care.
want to. I do care, and it's crazy. I care, but don't neither one of them care.
Well, I'm not sure if you have apprehension about dating him because of the situation, or if you're just not attracted to him.
I see what you're saying, and that's what I don't know. And I think
Like, are you trying to make yourself be attracted? You said he's growing on you, but it doesn't seem like you like him. What is it that makes you even want to consider it?
Well, he's a good dad. He's a good provider. He's good people all the way around. It's just, I don't know. And you got to think, for the years that they were together, I was always accused of sleeping with him, and I never did.
Now, she might say she doesn't have an issue, but 11 years is a long time. And I understand that she cheated and did whatever, but that is still supposed to be your best friend.
No, I feel that, and I definitely understand that. But the thing is, too, is like...
It just sounds like a messy situation, and it doesn't feel like you think that's your soulmate and you fell in love and you really want to date him. It feels like you're just considering it because it seems interesting, but why invite all that drama if it's not something that you're passionate about?
No, I feel you. But there's truly no drama either. Me personally, like, he's a good person, but I never knew all these years he's actually liked me.
Don't force yourself to date somebody that you're not feeling like that just because you feel like, okay, he's growing on me. You should do it if you feel like, I really am attracted to this person and I can see your future. Don't just do it to do it. So if you want to admit that, yes, I really like him and I want to pursue this, then pursue it. But it does seem like the way you're expressing it to me doesn't seem like you're that interested.
I see what you're saying. I also, can I say something about the VMAs? Because that whole Aretha thing was pissed off.
You're not even that interested in him. See, now you're talking about the VMAs, which, by the way, had the lowest ratings on TV.
All right. Well, hold on, Mama. Okay.
And the VMAs had suck like that?
It did have the lowest ratings, but it did do well, like, online, and that could also be how we consume television nowadays. You know, a lot of people look at things online instead of
I only see clips what they want to
TV.
see, you know? You know, they only see what they want to see. Because I only wanted to see a couple of acts. I wanted to see Cardi B. I wanted to see Nicki Minaj and Travis Scott. I only wanted to see a couple of people. But anyway, that was Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call Yee. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, let's talk about Charlamagne's boy, Pete Davidson. We all know Ariana Grande wrote a whole song about him. But find out what she has to say about knowing that he is the one.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Ask Yee is brought to you by Cash App. Download the Cash App today. It's the only app that lets you do the most with your money and is ranked the #1 app in finance. When I don't have cash on hand, I just pay my friends and family through the Cash App. And guess what? When someone owes me money, I don't play. I send a money request through Cash App. It's that simple. Download Cash App today.